Welcome back to Dreamcatcher Horsemanship. I'm just about to head out the door to my local feed store to pick up Bean's ration balancer, and then on the way back I'm going to hit Tractor Supply to pick up the senior feed that I give my two older horses because the feed store that I go to doesn't always carry it. I also have a couple other things that I need to pick up at Tractor Supply, so I'll show you all that when I get back. I also thought today might be a good day to show you guys an updated feed and supplement routine for my horses because it's changed a bit since the last time I filmed a video, mostly because two of my horses are now considered seniors. So I will show you an updated feed routine. And I've actually also already ridden Chief and Bean today. I did pole work with each of them, and I'll insert the footage of that a little later on in this video. I've been trying to ride two horses a day to keep everybody in consistent work, but obviously my time is limited because I have a baby at home. So they are mostly getting ridden 4 to 5 times a week each, which I think is pretty good because that gives them each 2 to 3 days off a week as well. So that's kind of what I'm up to. I will catch up with you guys when I get back from the feed store, show you the updated feed routine, and then show you some footage of the horses doing pole work. I do promise that I will show you guys an updated Western riding video for Bean so you can see how she's going and how much she's changed since the last time I filmed. But to be completely honest, those videos are not as fun to edit for me. I really enjoy filming the jumping and like pole work videos because they're easier to edit, number one, and number two, it's just kind of more exciting than just a horse like jogging and loping around. So I will give you an update on her Western riding because she's really doing very well and I'm very proud of her. But today is pole work, so anyway, sorry for the rambly opening. It's been a while since I've been on camera, let's be honest. Gotta get back into the swing of things. So anyway, I will see you guys when I get back. So I made it back from the feed store and I wanted to show you the 3 things that I got besides green. The first one was EquiSpot, which is a tick and fly repellent. If you want to try this, it works really well for ticks in my experience. However, Annie can't use this because she has a skin reaction to it. So if you are wanting to try this for the first time, I would definitely suggest putting it on a very small area of your horse first. Also look at the back, it'll show you where to put this on your horse. Just to make sure that your horse isn't going to have a reaction. But it does work really well for my other 2 horses. I also picked up some of this hoof spray by, I believe it's Vetericyn or Vetericyn. I've heard people pronounce it both ways. So it's designed for treating bacterial and fungal infections. And Annie is dealing with a bit of a CD toe issue, which is just a tiny bacterial infection in her toe that's kind of moving up her foot a little bit, and I've been soaking her foot every day and then also treating it with that, and it's seeming to fix the problem. She's got new hoof growth now and it doesn't look all gross. She's never been lame on it. It didn't abscess, but it just kind of caused a little bit of a crack in her hoof, and I wanted to head it off before it got bad. So that's been working really well. And then the last thing is I got 2 containers of this SWAT fly ointment because it works so much better than fly spray. When it comes to like staying power. Fly spray, I feel like just they sweat it right off, but I put this on all their vulnerable areas like their chest, their bellies, around their ears, and it stays on all day so that they don't get all those like nasty fly bites all over their chests and their bellies. In terms of my feed routine, I want to give a quick disclaimer that I'm not implying that because I feed my horses this way, that this is the way everybody should feed their horses. In fact, I would really encourage you to speak to your vet about your horse's nutrition because they're the experts and they'll be able to figure out exactly what your horse needs based on where you live, the type of hay you're feeding them, the horse's age and activity level, etc. So if you have questions, your vet is the person to go to. I'm just showing you what is working for my horses right now because it's changed a little bit since the last time I spoke with you. If you've followed this channel, you may or may not remember that I am a strong proponent of a forage-based diet. So my horses get Free Choice, First Cut, Timothy hay, 24 hours a day in slow feed nets. And my feed plan is designed to balance that out. So it used to be that all 3 of my horses maintained really well on a ration balancer from Pool & Grain called E-Tech Balancer. And you feed it in very small amounts. It's highly concentrated, but it has all of the essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and fatty acids that they need to make sure that they're not becoming deficient in any nutrients in case the hay is deficient, which it often is depending on where it's baled. And we definitely have soil deficiency issues where I live. So that was working really, really well, and Bean is still getting fed that. However, my 2 older horses are now seniors, and about 2 years ago, I noticed them both losing top line muscle after the winter, which was the first sign to me that they're experiencing what a lot of senior horses experience, which is decreased digestive efficiency. So they just can't convert their food to energy as efficiently as they used to, and they start losing body condition. Now, they never got like really thin by any means, but I could tell they were losing muscle mass. So my vet suggested putting them on Sentinel Senior, which is a senior feed. And the thing about a senior feed is that it's higher in protein and higher in fat. So it helps them maintain muscle, and they also get more bang for their buck in terms of calories from fat rather than from starch. The other important thing about a senior feed is that they're often extruded, and it's thought that extruded grains are actually easier to digest. So after switching them onto a senior feed, I noticed that their body condition came back, and that they did really, really well through this winter. They came through this winter looking phenomenal. So in terms of supplements, I try to stay away from feeding too many supplements because I feel like a good nutritional program should cover most of my bases. But there are a few that I have been feeding, so I'll go through each of them and explain why I use them. The first one that all the horses get is vitamin E, and that's because our New England soil is vitamin E deficient, and vitamin E deficiency actually causes a neurological condition in horses called EMND. So the vets in this area recommend that all horses get a vitamin E supplement every single day. Other than that, the horses have been on a probiotic, but I'm actually just trying to use it up because after all the reading I've done, there's no real evidence that it does anything useful. So once my probiotic is used up, the horses won't be getting that anymore. The only other things I feed are to Banana because she is a very high needs horse. She right now is getting a hoof supplement because I'm trying to encourage additional hoof growth since she has that weird like seedy toe situation going on. And once the hoof is completely healed, then I'll probably take her off the hoof supplement again. But for now, she's getting Horseshoe or Secret. And then she also gets a magnesium supplement because she is a head shaker horse. And the vet said that there's some research that suggests that magnesium might actually help with head shaker syndrome. So she does seem to improve when she's on it. So she's actually on a supplement called Quiescence. It really is supposed to help with anxiety too in horses. I can't say I've seen a huge improvement in her anxiety, but the head shaking is definitely better than it was. And then the last thing that I give to Banana is an allergy medication, which is over the counter. I'm not going to discuss exactly which one because I don't want anybody watching this to be like, oh, Becky uses that for her horses. I'm going to use this for my allergy horse. This was a medication that was suggested by my vet, and it took a little bit of finessing with my vet to figure out the dosage that worked for her that also didn't make her drowsy. So I don't want anyone to just go run out and get this specific drug and just give it to their horse. If you have a horse with a fly allergy, talk to your vet. But it works really well for Annie, and we've been able to keep her really hive-free and happy. So yeah, that's my feed routine. That's what I got at the feed store. I don't have much else going on today. I know my vlogs are probably super boring. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some footage of going to some shows this summer, but that's basically all I have going on, guys. It's kind of like the boring reality of owning a horse farm. You exercise your horses, you go to the feed store, you clean stalls. That's it. So hopefully it was interesting to somebody. I'm going to insert some footage of my rides on the 2 horses this morning. So just keep in mind, Chief is an older horse now. I don't ask him to collect a lot because he really can't, but the vet does want him doing pull work to help increase the strength and mobility of his hind end. But when you have a stiff hind end, it's really hard to collect because collection comes from the hind end. So just be a little bit kind in your judgment of Chief. He's doing his best. I'm doing my best. Also, please be kind and remember that I just had a baby 8 months ago and I didn't ride for almost a year. So I'm still getting back in shape with my horses. Everybody's at a different place in their journey in life and with their horses, and I think sometimes it's hard to judge people if you're not in the same place as them, and it's kind of impossible to be at exactly the same place as somebody else. So be kind in your judgment. Bean is learning about pole work and jumping, so is she perfect? By any means, No, she's definitely not. But I'm always shocked by the fact that people online expect everybody to be perfect. Like, if you're posting videos, you better be perfect. But that's just not reality. You know, it is a journey, and everybody's journey is going to look different, and I haven't jumped a horse in a very long time. So just be kind, and I hope you enjoy it. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!